Previously on Zach Finds Fish.
Thank you to Ollies for sending me this box. This is a super fan swag box from Ollies. So first things first, I want to show you guys. What's a swag box without a swag bag? A nice little Ollies Yeti, little Ollies stress ball here, an Ollies pen, an Ollies super fan shirt. As you can tell, the sleeves are inside out. Had to throw it on. They sent us some Ollies bucks. Let's go have some fun. So I didn't mention, but Ollies actually gave us $40 to spend. All right, here we go again, Ollies, thank you. We're gonna open it up and just throw some things in it. All right, bag is open. Now let's have some fun. There's items that I've been wanting to pick up and just didn't. So one item I've been keeping my eye on. Again, I've been having a lot of luck with Guggen Squad products. So I've been looking just a little bit to see if I could find any more of the... All right, as I was looking through, I'm looking for some crankbaits. And I found, so I've looked through all, I would say probably 90% of this, if not 100% of this, and have picked out all of the soft plastics that I would like. Since Ollies has given me $40 to spend, I have just sorted through everything and feel like I have missed something. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get what I have in the bag and head out of here. All right, so I officially spent $37. Show you guys what I picked up. All right, and we are back with the goodies. I'm gonna organize the bag to show you everything what I got. And again, I only spent $37. Again, here's the receipt, $37.02 spent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a total of what I spent on their items and what the other store's price would be on these items. Next time you guys see these lures from Ollies, we're gonna be fishing with them. That's right, we're going fishing with all of those lures, plus some more Ollies lures. So let me show you guys and refresh you what we picked up. So I have it all in this like very convenient little bag here. But I have all the lures that we picked up that day that Ollies sent me a $40 gift card with probably like 2 extra ones just in here because they are Ollie lures. So things that we have not tied on yet, we have the Lucky Craft little crankbait, which I think is gonna be fire. We have the mock slack jaw, then all of our soft plastics. We got our craws here, they're more like a flipping craw, they're a little bit heavier. We got our slim shake worms here, our saucy swimmers here, our Mondo worms, the junior size, and last but not least, the lunker logs. A few more items that I have tied on that we did pick up that day. We have the hijacker here. This is the 100 Berkeley hijacker, starting off with some Topwater. And I do have tied on already in the Tokyo rig. I have that craw tied on, which I think is gonna do work too. Now let's get to fishing. So my goal today is to catch something on everything that I picked up from Ollies in that video, in the Ollies box video. But again, just with some extra stuff from Ollies, just to have some fun. First things first, we're gonna start off with the hijacker. Who doesn't love some Topwater? So one thing I can already tell already though is it's very grassy right now. So we're probably gonna get a lot of grass on our treble hooks. But it feels good to be finally back out here. It's been a long time. I haven't been, oh, something's going. Got one. I haven't been out here in a long time and man, does it feel good. Already on the hijacker. I think it's a little small guy. I saw him trailing it. Well, I didn't see him. I definitely saw the wake from him though. There we go. There he is. Probably 1.5 pounds, maybe a pound. So the only thing that concerns me with this lure is it does have 3 treble hooks. So he was following it. So he got snagged because he missed. There he is. Probably about 1 pound. I always find that the smaller ones in this lake are always pretty fat. It looks good though. Again, these bass are so healthy. There you go. So let's get him out a little bit farther past the grass. Sweet. Maybe we actually saw it on this camera. Let's get it back out there. But yeah, it was cool. I could see him trailing it. Let's cast it this way. Oh, that's real high. It's gonna make a big plop. Let's make it, see if it startled any fish to come up. Gosh. So I didn't want to set a challenge for myself since I haven't been out here so long. I didn't, oh. Got him. That was a big fish. I don't know how well I have him. He's running right to me. but I definitely wanted to have some sort of interesting video. This is a really good bass, you guys. Very good bass. Very good bass. I don't know how well I have them. Oh my gosh. That could be potentially a 3-pound bass, maybe close. I bet it's like 212. That's a very common one here, but that's a very long bass. That is a very big bass. Make sure you guys can see that guy. No, you can't be taking my rod in. There he is. Wow, this is a good bass. Really good bass. On that hijacker. Hijacker 100 from Ollies. Now don't tell me that's not a big, big bass. I'm gonna say this is probably, find it to be an average here. So here's that bass. I forgot I have a new camera. Here he is. It's a good bass, you guys. I find the average to be around 212 in here, or really close to 3. It's really hard to find that 3-pound bass. 2.5. Try again. Yep, 2.8, 2.9, 2.8, 2.9. 2829. I'm gonna try it one more time just on this scale because I really want to make sure that it's accurate, because again, I always have sometimes I have issues with that Berkeley one, and I want to really make sure. That's why I bought a secondary scale. Yep, 2.9. 2.9. That's right. It says 2.6. All right. 2.6 on the dot. There he is. Nice healthy bass. Let's get him back in. That hijacker is doing work right now. That was a big bass. I wanted to come in and slam this lure. There he goes. That was sweet. You guys couldn't see it on the camera, but he slammed that lure. And I could tell it was a big fish, just how the wake just pulled away from the lure. That was cool.
Hey everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. Before we get too deep into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Over 91% of you guys enjoying the content have not clicked that button. And if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone.
All right, we're gonna try something new here. You guys are gonna see my phone and my camera, but I'm trying something new. I wanted to do this last time, but I didn't feel comfortable with how I had it set up. I still don't, but I don't move very quickly on this thing. My only concern is making sure a fish doesn't swing over and hit it. So we caught something on the hijacker. I'm sure I'll throw that out again. But now it's the change-up's turn. All right, let's do some flipping somewhere else. Let's get to moving. So I really wanna, I don't wanna get too close, but I'm trying to flip it up shallow. This is a lot of grass right here. A lot of tall grass. All right, let's keep moving because I'm blowing in here. And one thing that I've learned from this lake, and I honestly use it everywhere now, I've implemented it everywhere, is even though you're done with the cast with soft plastics, whether it's a worm, whether it's a craw, whatever, whether you're done or not, even though you're gonna recast it, right? You're gonna still recast it, slow retrieve it back. Fish will still absolutely destroy it. So I really do recommend when you're done with a cast, like you throw it into some grass that you think a fish will be there, whether you're done with the cast or not, still slow retrieve it, because a fish still will come grab it or chase it. Wasn't sure how I feel about this perspective, so let me know what you guys think, specifically on this boat. I mean, otherwise I won't be able to really do it anywhere else. But I just want to make sure it's not blocking enough of the screen to make it distracting, but I don't think it is. It's pretty small in comparison to the screen. Now we're moving into some really good grass. All right, you guys, well, we've worked our way around the trees into the little corner. I thought I maybe had one bite so far on the change up, but nothing yet. No fish, no interest really. So I might switch to another style of soft plastic. Again, we have the big old Slim Shake worms, we have the Mondo worms, we have the Saucy Swimmers. We have quite a few soft plastics that I could throw on this. And again, I did bring other Ollies lures, other baits that I've picked up over the times that I've gone to Ollies. But really, I want to focus on the things that I picked up from the Ollies box video. So
So I haven't had any interest really on this lure slow. Again, it doesn't have any movement really. I feel like it's more just purely punching through thick, heavy cover. The only interest I have had on this lure so far is on a slow retrieve back to the boat, or I guess back to the dock. So I'm hoping we can find something with it. Again, I want to really hook set, but we have other lures that I can throw too. So I can throw on like a Mondo worm. I can throw a Slim Shake worm. We definitely have some lures to throw that would maybe bring a little bit more attention to them. But the weird weather we've had, it's gotten really cold. It's about to get really hot again this week. These fish are going through a roller coaster just like we are. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Got one. Got one. Couldn't tell how big he was. It's definitely in that grass. Feels like a decent one. Oh, he's wrapped. No, he's not. This is a good bass, you guys. Really good bass. Again, no bass in this lake is really bad. It's really hard to find any bass lower than a pound. One thing that I will say about these Tokyo rigs, the hooks are sharp. I see it in the corner of its mouth. It's not like it's a great hook, but unless he is able to flip it and lose pressure, I have him. I have him pinned. Just trying to tire him out. There he goes. That's a good bass, you guys. Good bass on the changeup. He wanted to clobber. He already has a craw in his mouth right now. This man is feasting. This man is feasting. That craw is like halfway out too. I could probably save that craw, but I'm not. I want you to eat too. He is feasting over there. There we go. He was not getting out of that. Not getting out of the changeup right there. Look at that, you guys. Check it out. Look at that bass. And see if you guys can see it. There's a craw halfway out of his throat right there. So let's get a weight on him. Get him back. I'm gonna say he's probably about close to 2.5. Oh, we just swallowed that craw even more. Oh, he's about 2 pounds. 2 pounds exactly. Probably just over. The scale always gives me trouble. But this guy is feasting. That's why he clobbered that change up. This guy is feasting. Like big belly. Look at that guy. Big belly. It's a good bass. Again, 2 pounds. Take it all day. Let's get him back. Thank you, buddy. You go finish that craw that you were chomping on. How cool is that, man? Again, it's nice to catch fish. It's nice to catch them healthy. It's nice to catch them fat. But when you can consistently catch 2.5 pounders, 2 pounders, again, I know there's some big fish in here. Just got to find them, but that's so much fun. All right, so since we caught something on the change up, I mean, again, that guy slammed it. We're going to now do probably, let's do the, what do we throw? Do we go big lure or do we go Mondo worm? We're gonna try the Mondo worm actually. This is, does it tell me the color? Natural. So it's kind of like a bluegill color, the natural Mondo worms here. Gonna keep it still on the Tokyo rig. I would like to do more of a Texas rig with this because I feel like the Tokyo rig is really meant for punching, and this hook's rather big, but it is what it is. I want to try to stick with Ollies gear. All right, let's keep moving down. We're gonna move our way into that little bay here. All right, so we moved into this area. This tree has held some bass. There's a pipe down here. Now, granted, with the water being lower, I don't know if that bass will still be there, but it's worth a shot. And it was a big bass. When I was trying to fish with the lures that I had underneath the shelf, so it was the frog, I believe, and I was really struggling to catch a fish with the frog, and I got lucky to have that fish come up and charge it, but it missed, and I couldn't get him to come bite again. So I found out where he lives, but again, this water's so low. So I don't know if fish are gonna be treating it the same since it is so low. All right, I'm going with the hijacker down this bank here. All right, so I haven't had any action on the hijacker. So I'm gonna try the Mondo worm out again. And I'm actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna do the Mondo worm. We're gonna put on the Wacky rig. Now, granted, again, I didn't get these Wacky rig hooks from Ollies, but I did get the 4-inch lunker log. So we're gonna put these on. All right, so I did a quick battery change. We have the lunker log on, green pumpkin purple. Did have a little fish jump kind of next to me here in this grass. So we're gonna cast it this way. So we've caught a fish on the hijacker, the change up. You have to catch a fish on the Mondo. You have to catch a fish on the paddle tail and the slim shake worm. So we got a little bit of work to do, but again, not a challenge. Just, ooh, that was a peck for sure. Now the Wacky rig. Reason why I picked the Wacky rig over using it on the Tokyo rig is because this worm is kind of small for that big hook. So I felt like since I don't have anything to work really from Ollies for this, I felt like the Wacky rig would work the best for a 4-inch worm. Now we're gonna start working our way into these trees. Let's get around this corner. I'm gonna cast it one more time. It's a good spot right there. Well, we definitely had one bite on it. It cleaned the worm right off the hook. And now we just need to find, we're gonna work into these trees here. That's fish. That's a fish, that's a good fish. I guess I am on a medium rod. Ooh, good fish, good fish. He is fighting. He's gonna come up and jump. Oh, this might be our buddy from last time in this corner. I'm not really 100% sure, but that's a good bass that I hope you guys were able to see jump. Man, we have caught some hogs today. Really, I think the smallest one was the first one. He choked it. The first one was definitely the smallest on the hijacker, but then every fish after that has been pretty dang good. Absolutely choked it. There he is. Look at this hog, man. Look how fat he is. Barely hooked. It's like a skin hook in his mouth. Wacky rig, man. How do you beat a wacky? You know, how do you beat a wacky hook? Or how do you beat a wacky rig, I should say. So I'm gonna say he's probably close to 2.5, 2.3. That's what it says. It's 2.3. We're gonna try one more time. 2.3, 2.4. Okay. So there it is, 2.3, 2.4. Another healthy bass on the 4-inch Wacky, the lunker log from Ollies. Really pretty bass. All these fish are really pretty. What is that on your back though? Can I help you? That's nothing. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Ah, man, does it feel good to catch fish again? And it's fun because you catch fish on really anything you want to throw. I knew the Wacky would do it for us. I do feel like that was potentially a fish I have caught before in that spot. I don't remember. No, actually, no, it's not, because the one that I caught there before, unless he's lost almost a pound, was close to almost 3. It was when we lost the rudder on this thing. It was in that exact same spot. He came up and crushed a frog. I feel like it was a frog. I can't really remember, but I do believe it was a frog. All right, so I want to try to make a round into the trees. I do see the wind is starting to pick up. That was another really good bass. I really want to find, I have only ever found 1 3-pound, no, that's not true. My wife's dad found a 3-pounder in here too. I have this thing cranked hard right, and it is just not wanting to turn. I knew I should have brought the oar. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, didn't hook set. I was just kind of letting my worm drag and move. Oh, I do have him. Or I have another one, I'm not sure. That's a good fish though. It's definitely not the same, but I was just letting my, oh my goodness, he is pulling. Definitely not the same fish. But I was letting my worm just kind of go. It's another really good bass though. Let's get him in. 2-pounder for sure. 2-pounder for sure. Feels really good to be here, you guys. Like I said, forceps. Honestly, you never need any pliers if you have forceps. Because basically what they are, it's nice to have pliers too if you need to bend anything out. You can still bend it out with the forceps, but feels good. There he is. He's definitely 2 pounds. Not the same bass, but feels good. Again, Wacky rig. I mean, Wacky, when in doubt, wacky it out. I don't know. Everybody likes to make some sort of poem when they have a confidence bait or a confidence lure. When in doubt, bandito, or what is it? The bug is the drug for the bandito bug. A lot of people like to say that. The bug is the drug. Like I said, I was legitimately just dragging that on the bottom, casting that out. So I think I'm gonna try to get on the back here and see if I can cast it out. So there's a lot of debris in front of me. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see a little bit underneath. But I have a feeling it's a really good spot for some bass, but I'm gonna blow right into it, and that's the last thing I wanna do. Okay, let's back up. So we have 3 lures to catch fish on. We need the Mondo worm, the Slim Shake worm, and the paddle tail. So I think if I don't catch anything on this cast, we're gonna swap some stuff out. All right, so now what I have tied on is just a weightless. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I have a weightless paddle tail on. I don't know if I have it hooked on very well. I might have to reset it, but let's get it out there. I have it on my spinning rod because it is so light, and I feel like if I can do a slow retrieve with it, it'll be a lot better than casting it on my bait casters. I feel like I need to reset it on the hook, but oh, something grabbed it. Oh, my drag is super loose. Golly. Something just came out and clobbered it. All right, so we're gonna take a break with this. For some reason, I'm gonna have to change out the lure, I think. it just, for some reason, it's not staying on. All right, guys, so I've switched from the paddle tail to the Mondo worm. We haven't thrown the Mondo worm in a little while. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut off this and we're gonna go to some of those crankbaits. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Since we can go a little bit deeper here, we're gonna go with the Lucky Craft BDS Magic 2.2. So it's a 2, I think it's a 2 to 4 or 0 to 2. I can't remember. But this one looks like a lot of fun to throw. It's just a really good looking lure. Again, I got this lure for, I think it was $8-ish. I think it was $8. And the lure itself is like a $16 lure, which is mind-boggling to me. Really 10% already? Oh, is that a fish? Yes, it is. Already, first cast. First cast. First cast. Oh my goodness, I thought I had weeds. First cast. I was just clearing out my line. Wow, this is a good bass too. Good bass. I was just clearing out my line. And we got a bass on. He's not pulling any drag though, so I don't want my line to like, or that lure to, oh, I'm barely hooked too. Oh, barely hooked. What happened to my drag? Okay, barely hooked. Barely hooked. Don't spit it, don't spit it, don't spit it. Okay, so this guy is definitely dangerously hooked. There we go. There he is. Got him out. He's definitely close to 2. I don't think he's 2. Good fish though. First cast. I was literally just clearing out my line. Caught it on the BDS Magic 2.2. $8 lure, which is actually a $16 to $18 lure, $19 lure at other stores. Nice healthy bass. There he is. Thank you, buddy. First cast. I was literally just trying to clear the line out from all of the soft plastics that I was throwing. And first cast, like right now, I'm just trying to clear my line out. And he just came up and smoked it. I thought I got snagged originally. That was sweet though. That was fun. And I haven't caught anything on this lure, but I have caught things on the slack jaw. It worked really well. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's see if he stays on though, because I'm kind of snagged. Don't spit it. Wow, what a multi-species lure, huh? This is a big, look how beautiful this fish is. I don't know if it's my sunglasses. No, like that is a beautiful sunfish. Beautiful sunfish that could spit this out at any moment and fling it at me. So let's focus for a second. You know what? When you got a towel, I'm not going to judge you. These things spine you, they hurt. It's not worth it. Oh, worry about that in a second. Ow, I get spined anyway. God, stop flopping. Just give me a second. Wow, you are just a beautiful fish. His ear is so predominant, man. His ear is so predominant. Look how beautiful this fish is. Look how orange his belly is. That's actually a really beautiful fish. Really beautiful fish. Didn't expect him on this lure, that's for sure. I feel like this lure is a little bit big for him, but fish is a fish, I'll take it. All right, well, so we've caught a fish on probably like what, 80% of the lures. And again, multi-species, didn't expect that. Oh, is that another fish? No. Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. They really like this lure. They really like this lure. Wow, this is a good bass too. It's pull and drag. Just hope it's not a pike. Kind of is fighting like a pike. Oh, no, this could be a pike. Or is this a really big bass? Or he's hooked weird. Did I snag him weird? This is a really big, this is a nice bass, but I feel like I might have snagged him. Yep, he swiped at it and missed. It's a good bass though, but he swiped at it, missed, and it got the back treble hook. So we gotta be careful with this one. This is a really, oh, he came off, that's fine, that's fine. That was a good bass though, but he must have swiped at it and missed. Dude, this lure, wow, this lure is doing work right now. All right, you guys, we're gonna do a couple more casts here, but again, what a gorgeous day. Had a lot of luck, didn't catch a fish on every lure. Granted, that was the intent. Oh, yep, got one. Was the intent, but I did not want to be bummed if I didn't. Caught a little guy. Didn't know you guys existed. I didn't know you guys existed in this lake. These are the ones that's gonna spit out a treble hook, so you gotta be careful. But successful nonetheless. Caught one on the, oh no, sorry buddy. There he is, little, not even half pound. Caught one on the hijacker, caught one on the change up, caught one on the wacky. We did not catch one on the mondo. Probably didn't try long enough. And I did not catch one on the slim shake or the slack jaw. I think the slack jaw would have worked really well in here today too. I have not had much luck with moving baits, so I'm shocked on how well this BDS Magic worked. I mean, it's honestly has crushed it here. So we're gonna get this final cast out. All right, now it's final cast, because that was not a great final cast. There's a fish right underneath it, but since it's floating, I can't get it back down to him. So let's see if we can get him back over here. Oh, it's a big old sunfish. Oh my God, you're huge. You're huge. You're huge. All right, now final cast. Again, guys, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Peace.